In the northwestern region of Uthalpaba, there's a special plant that's been selectively bred for many generations known as the Achotha cactus, which has been so pivotal in providing for the local people that it's often called the miracle of the desert. Most natives of the Northwest rely heavily upon the Achotha cactus for almost every facet of their lives, and they've developed a unique form of primitive agriculture based around its cultivation. The Achotha cactus provides edible food, drinkable water, cactus wood, and cactus silk, which are used for sustenance, carpentry, clothing, and trade. No part of the cactus is left to waste. The fruits of the Achotha cactus are mildly sweet, pink fruits that are harvested 3 times a year quarterly, but not during the winter. They are full of nutrients and are used by locals for medicinal purposes, primarily for digestion issues. Although the outside of each fruit is likely to have small spikes, after quick processing, the spikes or the outside skin is removed altogether to make the cactus fruit safe for consumption. Achotha cactus fruits are easily eaten on their own, but they are also mixed into local culinary arts and cuisine, in which the fruits are most often turned into jams, juices, candies, alcohol, or dried. The leaves of the cactus are also edible, and although spiked and not particularly sweet, they too are often eaten by locals. The inside of the Achotha cactus is also filled with drinkable water, which has a dimly sweet flavor like the fruits. Considering that the Northwest is a generally less hospitable region of Achotha and drinkable water is scarce in the region, the cactus water serves as a common and viable solution. The water from the Achotha cactus is often mixed with the juice from the fruits, sometimes with the addition of milk or cream, as a common refreshing beverage called auyauna. The Achotha cactus is also unique for its cactus wood. Unlike other cacti on Uthalpaba, the Achotha cactus has a sort of wooden skeleton that supports the growth of the cactus, which is often left once the cactus dies and begins to decay. Either collected after death or processed from living cacti, the wood of the Achotha cactus is often used as an alternative to scarcer tree wood, and many visually distinct crafts relating to carpentry, whittling, and woodworking are created locally from this type of wood. In addition to wood, the skin of the Achotha cactus is made up of many small fibers that can be broken down and processed to be used as an alternative for wool. The Northwest, despite its generally more primitive cultures, still has a moderate textile industry thanks to this unique material, and most textiles made in the region are made entirely using cactus silk, though it's often mixed with wool too. The foods, wood, and silk of the Achotha cactus, though a mundane part of everyday life in the Northwest, are viewed as exotic luxury items abroad, and people pay very well for the fruits and materials from the cacti. It's known that nomadic groups native to the region often travel from the Northwest to places like Aukenk into the Uyezd, and sometimes rarely down the coast into the lands of the Aushaku Amaor, where these materials are sold for a high price. Although not native to southern Uthalpaba, it is possible to grow the Achotha cactus in the region. However, due to them getting wiped out every so often, even in the south, and other southern agricultural techniques prevailing instead, it's very uncommon for the Achotha cactus to be grown outside of their original native lands in the Northwest. Despite the prevalent use of the Achotha cactus, there is a known phenomenon in which they all begin to simultaneously rot and die approximately every 100 years from what is known as the Curse of Asgu-ur. The locals view this as a divine curse from their local god Asgu-ur, a god of plants, time, and death, but more realistically, it's a rare disease that spreads to the cactus population, bred by local people and animals, and exacerbated by how often they're grown by local tribes, making the cacti population denser than they otherwise would be naturally. To combat this millennial curse, there's a not-so-hidden vale in the Uyezd, surrounded by canyons and secluded from the rest of the world save through winding, narrow passages. Within this vale is a community known as Yerkusi, a small tribal arcology devoted to preserving and growing local flora in the natural vale oasis. Although the Achotha cactus doesn't normally grow far into the Uyezd climate, the Yerkusi people still make an effort to grow and preserve the precious plant due to its cultural significance. Yerkusi, due to its climate, seclusion, and ability to keep the Achotha cactus alive even through the curse of Asgu-ur, likely due to whatever disease that kills them off, either unable to survive in the Uija or simply not making it there to the secluded nature of Yakusi, have a sort of divine status in the Northwest as holy life-givers and saviors, making them much revered. For centuries, the Yakusi have gone out of their way to bring the Uija out of starvation during these times of crisis, and there's an untold agreement to never interfere with the Yakusi, and those who do are often fought against by coalitions of other local tribes. Due to the reputation and importance of Yakusi, it's common for them to be an issue for the many eagle kings of the Uija who historically struggled to gain the favor of the Yakusi either by conquest or diplomacy, and therefore have to face the wrath of more tribes than they could handle, including those outside of the Uija. The narrow path into the Yakusi Vale also makes conquest difficult, as was learned by the Eagle King of Avamjiu during the 680s of the Dawn Era, after he was killed in a landslide on his way to the Vale by the Yakusi and their allies, who orchestrated the landslide on purpose. To the people of the Northwest and the Uija, the Achotha cactus is more than just a simple plant. It's the life and culture of the people, and its mere existence has shaped the land and history of the people who rely upon it. The Achotha cactus has truly earned its name as the miracle of the desert, for its pivotal role in the life of all the people who make use of it.